So they take him to a lab. That is way too futuristic, so this is where he'll receive the steroids. Oh, and he has 5 more terrible lines.
Probably too late to go to the bathroom.
I think making a shit joke is symbolism that this movie is shit. So he screams like Jake Lloyd being castrated, and is transformed into the most vile abomination ever, Crap Stain America, whose one-liners are even worse than before.
How'd you feel?
When a Nazi attacks and steals what is left of the steroids and kills the old guy. Promise me you'll take acting lessons before the Avengers. So the Nazi attempts to escape, killing almost every bad actor in its sights. But he forgets the worst of them all, as that piece of American shit on steroids won't give up and destroys everything in his path like a big oaf. And is it me, or is this guy following the asylum's rule of pistols having unlimited ammo? He throws a ginger kid into the water, and Crap Stain America leaves the kid to drown.
Go get him! I can swim!
Keep telling yourself that, you terrible little actor, while you drown. So the Nazi tries to escape in a submarine, but since Joe Johnson doesn't know how water pressure works, Crap Stain America swims to the sub and punches it. I have nothing to say about how stupid that is.
Who the hell are you?
So the Nazi dies, out of nowhere. No reason, he just dies. Meanwhile, Red Skull is confronted by Nazis who try to shut him down. But they find out one of his targets is Berlin, and so he kills them. That's right, he just kills them, and none of them do anything about it. So Jones wants to take on Hydra in the war, and because Rogers is an idiot, he doesn't want him to come along. I don't blame him. But some dickface wants to market him off as captain in Crap Stain America, and this leads to one of the most annoying things you will ever see in your f***ing life. A f***ing musical number and what they are claiming to be a Marvel movie! Oh, and here's an update. There you go. Now let the terror begin. God! What is this f***ing nightmare?
Not all of us can storm a beach or drive a tank, but there's still a way all of us can fight.
I mean, this is beyond terrible. I bet the f***head Joe Johnson is jerking up to this scene and its horribleness! This is where I'm sure the entire cast knew this movie was going to suck balls. Where they had to perform or endure a terrible song and dress in terrible costumes and shit. This is the major jump the shark moment for Marvel. And it took a hell of a lot of effort to get them back on their feet! Yes. Cry, baby. Let it out. You're in one of the worst movies of all time. That will be in your mind forever as you grow up. Especially since you were in this scene.
Your best guy's gone.
And to make things worse, there's a racist bit with some dude dressed up as Hitler. And to show how cheap it is, they put a text from Windows Movie Maker in the movie. Plus, they have terrible black and white movies within a terrible movie. So after that horrid nightmare, the soldiers do what the audience is doing. Or at least what they should be doing to this terrible piece of American shit. My faith in humanity has been ruined by this movie. This is by far the worst thing I've had to review. Why did I have to be the one to suffer? Why? What did I do to deserve this?
Open my eyes, I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white line. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't stand the pain, and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could
What's become of me, dear God? One day I have the balls to challenge the fan base of that terrible My Little Pony show. And the next day, I can't finish a review because of a terrible musical number. The Rio Reckoning reviewer wouldn't bow down from a challenge. Now I have to finish this movie. No matter how much it sucks, I have to get through it. So anyway, Crapstain America hears that the legion that Sucky Bucky was a part of is gone, and so he decides to go and rescue them. Agent Carter and Howard Stark flying over to where the base is.
Agent Carter, if we're not in too much of a hurry, I thought we could stop off in Lucerne for a late-night fondue.
So you two, do you... fondue?
Who the fucking thinks that fondue is a sexual term? He jumps out of the plane hopefully to commit suicide, but unfortunately he survives and attempts to infiltrate the Hydra base.
I've knocked that Adolf Hitler over 200 times.
You see, we just got to the halfway marker of this movie, and already we have 115 terrible piece of shit dialogue lines. So the fat run loose and...
You know how to use that thing?
Johnston! Stop putting future weapons in the distant past! It makes no f***ing sense! Then Crapstain America finds Sucky Bucky and their contest to see who's the worst actor continues. The base starts to blow up, and Crapstain America faces the embarrassment of Hugo Weaving's career, and the German accent has gotten way worse. They have a crappy fight scene for a few seconds, then the Red Skull shows the true terror that's underneath. No! No, 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 no! That is not Red Skull! If you name the character Red Skull, you should make his face a red skull! This isn't a skull, it's an alien! The base continues to explode as Red Skull makes his escape. Johnston! Stop putting futuristic technology in the distant past! This is why you suck at directing! You know nothing about reality! They attempt to escape over the cheap-looking explosions. Michael Bay would be ashamed of you, Johnston. No one upsets the god of explosions.
Cast it into the fire! Destroy it!
Senator Brandt, I must declare Captain Rogers killed in action.
Yes! This horrible movie is over! Yes! I made it! Now let's look at the meter with terrible dialogue. That is a lot of shit. And so that was... Wait a minute. You have to be shitting me! Just kill this annoying f***er already!
Couldn't call my ride.
My nightmare continues.
Hey! Let's hear it for Captain America!
Hey! Learn how to act!
Captain, that's your cue. I thought he'd be taller.
You, Joe Sucks Johnson! You ruined the Marvel tradition of the Stan Lee cameo! You are the devil! So Crapstain America tries to tell them about the Hydra bases that he saw on the map, then goes to get his fellow terrible soldiers drunk.
You ready to follow Captain America into the jaws of death? Hell no. That little guy from Brooklyn, I was too dumb not to run away from a fight.
Why does this film insist on putting its two worst actors in the same scene? Agent Carter tells him to meet with Howard Stark, so later he says more terrible dialogue and actually makes out with a chick in front of Carter. That is just terrible! You don't deserve any relationship, Crapstain America!
Well, what about you and Stark? How do I know you two haven't been fondue.
Were you dropped on your head as a child? Fucking dumbass, fondue is not a sexual term! So he learns what fondue is finally. And Howard Stark shows Rogers some options for shields. I gave up on questioning the idiocy of future technology in the distant past whenever it became hopeless.
Vibranium is stronger than steel and a third the weight. It's completely vibration absorbent.
And it's completely stupid. I'd accepted being bulletproof, hell, even grenade-proof. But it's fucking impossible for it to deflect weapons made by fucking gods.
What do you think?
She thinks you're annoying. If only he didn't have that stupid shield, then he'd be dead. But sadly, it's not how it went.
I had some ideas about the uniform.
Whatever you want, pal.
Oh, the uniform is goddamn awful. There was a reason why every other superhero is easier to make a costume for. They can easily update the costume so that audiences can take it seriously and move on. Iron Man was a big metal suit, so that's easy to make look awesome. Thor's a god, so give him some awesome looking armor. Spider-Man could easily make his suit look awesome because he's Spider-Man. And Hulk, he doesn't wear a costume, and he's buff. This is just terrible. I don't care how much military gear you put on it, it still sucks.